Hello Booktube and welcome to my bookshelves. So today I'm going to do a book haul. These are all the books I had in May, and I haven't got too many. I've only got 4 to show you. I've been quite restrained, but I do have my latest blind date with a book. So for those of you who don't know, my wife bought me for my birthday a blind date package, and what they do is you put in a genre, so she's put in sort of crime thrillers, and they will send you a mystery book in the post every month, and you don't know what's coming, so it's a blind date with a book. First one I had was The Killer Inside Me by Jim Thompson, which the blind date didn't go well. I don't think there'll be a second date with that author. The second one I've actually just started, so I'm on the date at the moment, and that is Before I Go to Sleep by S.J. Watson. I've just started that. It's started well, so we'll see how that one goes. And I'm just about to see who my third date will be. So the books come all wrapped up. You get a free bookmark, obviously, with every book. I've got 3 of those now. So this book comes in packaging, and it comes with little clues on the outside. So, oh, okay, this one looks interesting. So the clues are burnt out detective, mythology, okay, Louisiana, murder, crime thriller. Well, the murder, crime thriller, that could be anything. Louisiana, obviously a book set in Louisiana. Any ideas? No. Mythology. Now that one intrigues me. And burnt out detective. Again, that could be anything really. But mythology, a mythology crime thriller set in Louisiana. I'm going to open this at the end of the video. So the first 2 books to show you that I've picked up are both by the same author, and they are both by Stephen King. And the first one is The Green Mile. Now, I'm on a bit of a Stephen King reread. I used to read Stephen King in the 90s, early noughties, but then I sort of stopped reading him really, and I'm not sure why. Just sort of grew into other things. I didn't really like his sort of late 90s, early noughties books. But I'm on a bit of a reread to see if my opinion has changed. This is The Green Mile. I have read this one before. This is set in Death Row, and it was originally published in monthly serial parts, and I collected them as they came out. So I did have 6 sort of smaller books of this, and you sort of read about 100-200 pages, and then you'd have to wait for a month. And yeah, very enjoyable. I enjoyed this. I haven't seen the film of this, but I remember enjoying this one, The Green Mile. And the second Stephen King is actually going to be my next read, or my next Stephen King read, and that is Needful Things. This is set in his town of Castle Rock, and I think it's a final Castle Rock book. I don't know if there's been any since then. Yes, this is Needful Things. So this will be my next Stephen King book. Next one I've seen all over Booktube, and I saw it in a charity shop, and it looks almost brand new, and that is All of the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. And this has got great reviews on Booktube and Goodreads, and yeah, I think I'll enjoy it. And like I say, I picked up in a charity shop, but it does look completely unread. The spine is completely unbroken. So that is All the Light We Cannot See. The only thing I know about this is it's set in the wartime, I believe, and we follow a blind girl. I may be completely wrong, but That's all I know about this book, but I do know it's got good reviews, highly rated. So I saw it in the charity shop for £1, so I've got that one. So let me know if you've read this one, what you think of it. And the last book to show you before we get to the blind date book is an Agatha Christie, but not by Agatha Christie. This is by Sophie Hannah, and it's a Hercule Poirot novel, and it's called Closed Casket. Now I do own the Monogram murders, but I haven't read it yet. There's something in my brain is stopping me reading. They're saying, do you want to read this? What if it's rubbish? Do you want to put yourself through that? It's not Agatha Christie. But I will read it at some point. But I now have the next one. A friend picked up and read it and knows I'm a big Agatha Christie fan, and so she passed it on to me, and that one is called Closed Casket. So I now have 2, and I think there's a 3rd one out as well by Sophie Hannah. So yeah, I'm in 2 minds. Part of me wants to read it, but part of me is thinking, what if it's rubbish? So let me know if you've read these. Obviously no spoilers, but have you read these Sophie Hannah Hercule Poirot stories? Let me know what you think. So, okay, the blind date book then. So remember, Burnt Out Detective, mythology. That's really intriguing me. Louisiana murder, crime thriller. What are your guesses? Let's have a look. So the book we have, my goodness me, it's well sealed. Okay, the book we have is John Connolly, Every Dead Thing, a Charlie Parker thriller. I've not read any John Connolly, so this will be my first John Connolly. Look at the cover on that. The flaming skull. Is it a flaming skull? Well, it's a flaming, it's got little angels in it. Every Dead Thing. So let me read the blurb to you. A travelling man is on the move. Few will survive the journey. Former New York detective Charlie Parker is a man shattered by the brutal killings of his wife and child. The travelling man is an artist of death, making human bodies his canvas and taking faces as his prize. Now another girl is missing. That sounds quite gruesome. The Travelling Man. So, John Connolly. Have you read any John Connolly? Every Dead Thing. So this will be my 3rd blind date. Like I said, I didn't like my first blind date, The Killer Inside Me. Second one's going well so far. We shall see. This one sounds quite disturbing. Okay, so that is my book haul for May. Let me know again if you read any of those in the comments down below, and I will see you all again in my next video. Thank you for watching.